Hi everyone, I'm Mark Rosenthal with you on this Monday night. Hope everybody had a great Monday and you're looking forward to a winter storm. We haven't had a lot of snow in Boston this year, slightly over 2 inches at Logan Airport, so we're going to add to some of that. All right, the weather pattern, though, long range, when you look at the 5-day, I have no confidence in that forecast whatsoever because I think the pattern is trying to change. I just can't get a good sense of what it's going to look like yet. All right, I'm just being honest. You get something else somewhere else, go do it, baby. All right, here we go. We're talking about watches and warnings in blue. We're talking from Gloucester to Boston, down to Norwood, Springfield. We have a winter storm watch in the pink zone out through portions of Vermont and the Berkshires, western Connecticut, a winter storm warning. And south of Springfield, Brockton, south of Boston, it's a winter weather advisory in effect for tomorrow afternoon and tomorrow night. Let's look at temperatures. As of early this evening, it's running close to freezing. In the city of Boston, many of the suburbs are in the 20s. But note this chunk of cold air in eastern Canada. That's going to try to be a player here as we get a north and northeast wind for a time tomorrow with the cold air draining in low levels of the atmosphere, even though we're going to warm at 5,000 feet. So we could have an ice storm from 495 north and west. We'll show you that. There is some new cold air building in western Canada. We'll be watching that. Look at Florida today. It's in the 70s. Joanne Mills, I see you out on your deck. All right, let's do it. Here we go. Weather satellite loop shows some high clouds coming in over the top of a ridge of high pressure right now, but the real storming is still back into Chicago, back into Tennessee and Kentucky and Texas with rain and snow here. Let me show you exactly where it's raining and snowing, and you'll be able to see. It looks like it's already into Pennsylvania, but I think much of this is aloft, but it's just marking time. We have rain in Ohio. We have snow south of Chicago. We have snow in Iowa and snow in North Dakota, but there's a line of thunderstorms here developing just west of the Tennessee Valley, indicative of lots of upper-level energy as a sharp trough of low pressure is going to be digging down, causing one primary storm to go up into the Great Lakes and a second storm to take hold around Chesapeake Bay by tomorrow afternoon. So, as we look at the weather map for 7 o'clock tomorrow night, we have that. We have a primary storm back in the Great Lakes. Here's a secondary storm developing around the Delmarva, and we still have cold high pressure, but we're going to start to lose it aloft. But this cold northeast wind could help keep some sleet in Boston for a while. Freezing rain and sleet, 495. But it's going to rain, no doubt about that, from Cape Cod to Providence to New London, Connecticut. 1 o'clock Wednesday morning, here's the secondary starting to book northeast. I think the track of the storm is going to come up over eastern Long Island to Providence, either right over or just south of Boston. If you've been following us over the years, you know we don't get a big snowstorm with that track. We could see a track like this, and then we're in business. But nada de nada, the way I see it right now. But that being said, we could get a pretty decent front-end thump from this thing. And by Wednesday morning, this is off the European. I think this precip back into central Massachusetts and Boston is overdone. I think we're done, basically, in this position. I think precipitation is done like this. It could be snowing Portland, Concord, Rutland, points north. And behind the storm, it's really not that cold. We have to wait for this little secondary trough of low pressure with the primary to come through just to cool us back to normal here Wednesday night and Thursday. So let's talk about the precipitation type. In Boston, we're talking about snow, obviously, piling up several inches, then might change to sleet and freezing rain, then to all rain. The Cape is just a plain snow-to-rain situation, and once you get to about Portsmouth, to Lowell, to Worcester, to Springfield, it's snow to ice. That's where there could be a dangerous ice storm in this area. Whoops, hello. Do I not have it on the map? Oh, it won't let me draw. Okay, hey, Mo. So it is going to be mostly a snow event from about Concord, New Hampshire, points north. There could be a little mixing of sleet and freezing rain. All right, Mark, stop chattering. Here we go. How much? We're still sticking with 4 to 8 in Boston, but don't look at the 8 and say, well, Mark's going for 8 inches. No, I'm going 4 to perhaps as much as 8. Frankly, I think 8 in Boston might be high. I'm comfortable with about 6. And 3 to 6 from Brockton to Plymouth to Providence, 2 to 4 in the Cape, 6 to 12 from Lowell down to Springfield. And once you get north of there, it's a foot or more out through the Berkshires. It's looking pretty good. All right, so here's the deal as we jump to Wednesday as the storm ends in the pre-dawn hours. It's just partly cloudy and mild, low 40s. Thursday, not cold, partly cloudy, 38. Friday, as cold fronts approaching. See, this is where the forecast gets very funky. The models don't agree that it's just going to be a cold frontal passage without a storm south of us. So I'm going with showers right now, 46. Saturday, partly cloudy. That's not rainy. That's my bad. And there could be a mix here at night, Sunday night, as another storm comes up from the southwest. But, you know, when I look at this pattern, it's not perfect for big winter storms for Boston. Not yet. Again, we still have all of February and March to go through, and we have a shot. So tomorrow evening, be prepared for very slippery roads. That's the bottom line. We don't want to poo-poo this and tell you it's not going to be a big deal. It'll be a high-impact storm in terms of coming at the wrong time of the day. So by 3, 4 o'clock, it's snowing in Boston. Anyway, that's it. Can I talk anymore? I'm Mark Rosenthal. Have a great Monday evening, everyone.